Promote your brand here at Viral Hip Hop News. Hit me, Sam Ant, at dlsmediainc1@gmail.com, dlsmediainc1@gmail.com. Let's go.
Welcome to another episode of the Hip Hop Uncensored Podcast. I'm your brother, Old Guy from Hip Hop News Uncensored, and sitting across from me is my co-host.
What up, y'all? It's your man, Sam Ant, Viral Hip Hop News. You're in the building for a very special motherfucking edition of the Hip Hop Uncensored Podcast, because in the studio live, ladies and gentlemen, we got the godfather of hip hop in New York motherfucking city. We got Bimmy.
Yeah.
What's good, family? How you doing today,
What's good, y'all? Good.
Man, it's a blessing to have you in here, man. First and foremost, absolutely. Shout out to the plug, man, Mike Nitty, who we had on here a couple of weeks ago. And he was like, yo, brothers, whatever y'all need, I got you. And he hit us in the inbox and was like, yo, I can get Bimmy down here. He was like, get Bimmy down here. ASAP. Yeah. Got in touch with our man, Vic, man, and you down here. So first off, we appreciate you coming all the way down to the woods.
Yeah.
And man, how you feeling, man?
I feel good, but I want to say, thanks to Mike. You know what I mean? Mike's been a friend for years. When I was at Def Jam, he was rhyming and all that. Right. Another thing, RP DMX. RP Black Rob.
Yes, sir.
I mean? Like we're losing a lot of greats, man.
Absolutely.
I want to start off like that.
Let's talk about that. DMX, first and foremost, rest in peace. We lost him first a couple weeks ago. He passed away a week, seemed like maybe like 2 weeks ago now. He passed away. And that really hit home. Obviously, I heard something Russell Simmons said. He said he brought Def Jam from the dead at the time that he came back. I know you were at Def Jam. I don't know if it was during that time, but I know you were there.
Yeah, I just got there.
Word.
Like I was there before X.
Okay.
In the Rough Riders documentary, when Leo Cohen went to Yonkers, I was there with Leo. Okay. Me and Leo were together. So when he met DMX, we met him at the same time.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So D and Y was there, everybody was there, Rough Riders. And, and then presented a lot of artists. But then DMX came out, his jaw was wide. You know what I mean? Yeah, his jaw was just wide. And he's like, yo, that's the one.
Wow. You
know what I mean? He's the one.
Talk about him and his just overall effect on hip-hop now that we look at it. He came out, 97, 96, 97? Really
97.
97. And now, 20, 30 years later, he's unfortunately not here anymore. Talk about his legacy in hip-hop and where he stands among the greats.
I mean, he's one of my top five. You know what I mean? Usually I don't have a top five. But after all this going on, you got to have one. You got to give everybody roses, who was who and what was what. And what they, brought to the game. You know what I mean? He brought that energy. He brought that realness. You know what I mean? He's probably one of the only artists that meant what he said and did what he said and was a real dude.
Right.
Talk about Leo Cohen. I think I heard you talking about him, and a lot of people having issues with him, but you never have any issues with Leo.
Nah, man, what? Yeah. Leo, when I came from prison, when Russell Simmons said, yo, go see Leo, I want to see Leo. I was riding on trains.
Right.
I just came home, lost everything, you know what I mean? So when I went to see Leo, after a month, 2 months, whatever, he got me a 500 Benz.
Hey.
You know what I mean? I told him I was on the train. What happened, the story was, I was on the train. And, I just came home from prison, so I always carry me a razor with me, still think I'm in prison.
Yeah.
So I'm in the subway, and I got my music on. I got beats. I just got beats in, for different producers. So I'm listening to beats. I'm on the train going to work, and at Def Jam. And this dude walked up to me and said, what you listening to? Right? But I got the headphones on. But I'm watching his mouth. And I looked at him, I'm like, what? I took, I did like that. And I'm like, I said, what you want to know what I'm listening to? And I'm in Manhattan, I'm in New York, so I already know how it goes.
Right.
So when he asked me again. Then he said, I got a car upstairs. We can go, leave. I'm like, what? So now I got my razor on me. I'm thinking, this nigga's picking me up.
Word.
Yeah. Right.
So I said, let me get the fuck away from that. Let me get the fuck out of my face. Right? So then I went to work that day. I'm in my office, I shut my door. And then, everybody see me come in my office. And they came in, some people came in. And I was hurt because I was like, I ain't cut him. I said, he violated me and I ain't cut him.
Right.
I want to cut him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, the whole day. And then I went to Leo's office and I told him what happened. You know what I mean? Dude tried to pick me up, man. You know what I mean? I said, I can't be no train. And then he said, go look for a car. I'm going to look car dealership. I got the biggest car.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? Leo, putting his name and everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
A lot of moguls getting a lot of a lot of bad rap in the game, especially with the internet coming to life and shit. People can kind of create their own narrative and paint their own stories. One in particular was Diddy. Now, we unfortunately lost Black Rob yesterday, or 2 days ago now, and we seen how he was doing when he gave dedication to DMX. We seen him in the hospital, he was dealing with kidney disease and things like that. He didn't look good, and people automatically start blaming Diddy. And now he's passed away, and people blaming Diddy. What do you, being in a situation and being in a position you are in hip hop, how do we look at that as far as people in higher positions owing their artists even to death? Like, do you think, in your opinion, Diddy owes Black Rob anything or owed anything to him because of that situation? If you could speak on that.
I don't think Diddy owe him anything. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's like dudes from my team, right? I'm gonna go to that level.
Okay.
You know, only about 2 or 3 dudes flourished
Yeah.
after Preem went to jail. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna blame Preem because you ain't got no money? Because you wasn't doing what you supposed to do with your money? So, you know, you can't blame Puff for another man mishabits. You can't blame him.
Right.
You gotta take care of your business. You know what I mean? It's a lot of dudes want that chance. He got a chance.
Mm-hmm.
And Rob's my man. You know what I'm saying? I talked to Rob 3 days ago. Today's 4 days. I talked to him 3 days before he passed. I talked to Rob.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My man on my side will tell you. I had him on FaceTime. I said, yo, you at the hospital? I said, you all right? And he was like, his strength wasn't. I said, yo, Rob, you all right? I said, I'm gonna come down there and see you. I said, where you staying at? You know, you come back to New York? And he said, nah, I ain't coming to New York. He said, but the doctors down there, they ain't good. And he said, my back hurt. And I said, yo, Rob, I'm gonna come down there. You know what I mean? Now, I know I had to come here. I had to do certain things. So, and I'm leaving out the country. So I said, I'm gonna come down there after I come back in the country.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I said, who's helping you? What's going on? He said, Diddy got him a hotel room for 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Then my other man that was with him said they looking for a townhouse. I'm trying to get Diddy to get him a crib. Now, Diddy got kids.
Yeah. Absolutely.
The money he got now is for his kids, man. It ain't for no other man. Yo, dog. And it's not being cruel. Yo, we got to hold our own weight and stop pointing fingers at other guys that's in pocket, that's up there. You know what I mean? You can't be like, yo, you. Nah, man. Take care of your business.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Rest in peace, Black Rob.
Yeah, definitely.
Rest in peace.
Let's talk about the new documentary called Hip Hop Uncovered, man. Talk about, you know, the process of that and them hitting you up and, you know, being in an honored position for them to hit you up as one of the hip hop pioneers. Talk about that for the audience.
Yeah. LL Cool J called me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? LL Cool J called me and said, yo, Bim, the director want to talk to you, Rashidi Harper. And I said, all right, put him on the phone. He said, I'm going to give you his number. And you want me to give him your number? How you want to do it? You know what I mean? I said, all right, give him my number. And then, you know, this how you know when niggas serious, they call your line.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I ain't calling.
Right.
You know what I mean? So he had called me. And he said, what you doing? You know, how your day is, how you know, how your week looking and blah, blah, blah. He said, I want you to come to L.A. You know what I mean? And I said, all right, when? He said, well, certain day. So they flew me out there first class. For everything was first class. FX is real.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
FX is real.
Word.
I ain't going front. FX is real. So, you know, they flew me out. You know what I mean? And I read that. I got on the mic and the lights and cameras and all that. You know, then they brought me in a room. They said, this is going to be your room. They already knew they was coming to get me. They built a red room.
Damn.
And they said, this is your room. And the rest was, I just did my thing.
The show was incredible. We watched
Yeah.
it. We watched it a few times now, man. We just watched the last episode together on there. And one thing that you said that kind of stuck out to me when you first walked in is you said it's your duty. We thanked you for coming all the way down here. And you said, nah, a lot of people know us. We're prominent in the hip hop game, but the youth may not know who we are. A lot of them don't know who we are. And I remember getting into the music industry early, and a lot of my boys going out to Atlanta and going to New York and out west, and you hearing these names but never seeing the faces. Hearing these names but never seeing the faces.
Yeah.
And them names kind of, it rings shivers down a couple of motherfuckers' spines, my friends' spines, because they were the real deal. And finally kind of put faces to these names and see the story was very incredible and a piece of history. So talk about that, how you got into hip hop, your upbringing, and what introduced you to being who you are right now.
Yeah. Yo, you know what's crazy? A lot of guys, they meet me for the first time, be like, I thought you was dark skinned.
Right.
I'm light skinned, nigga. I'll be sure. Chris Brown.
You know what's funny though? My bad to cut you off. We were watching it, and we said you light skin, but you black as anybody else.
Yeah.
It's in your blood. You see it. There ain't no question in that shit.
You know, I had to. I'm gonna tell you something. I had to be dark skinned because I was told too many stories about prison, and I knew, my travel through life, I want to go to prison. You know what I'm saying? And I want to be there because I watched so many dudes come home, and it was so fucking cool. Like just watching these dudes come home, walk slow, got the t-shirt on, they built up. I'm like, oh, I'm going to jail. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to jail. Yeah. Then, when I went to jail, when I went to prison, I was like, I want to go home, man. What the fuck? This shit ain't what it is. Yeah. You know, you got to go to bed at 9 o'clock. You got to go in your cell. All that type of shit. Your little toilet bowl, all that. The little bed, you made up pillows, and you steal someone else's mattress, make a double bed. You know what I'm saying? Make your shit right. But go back to your question. Right. What you asking the question again?
Nah, as far as how did you get into hip hop? What got you into hip hop? I know you started. You went on the road with Run DMC. You went on their show, but what introduced you to hip hop? Like
Run DMC.
Okay.
Run DMC introduced me to hip hop, and I'm gonna say LL too. LL. Matter of fact, LL first.
Okay.
I came from L because me and him talked the other day. He said, "Yo, man, I watched the documentary with my family." He said, "You like the fourth member of Run DMC." Yeah. You hear he say to us about, you know what I mean? That's my dude. Like we was in high school, and he's walking around in the hallways with I Need a Beat on vinyl. Mm-hmm. And I seen him. I said, "Yo, what's that, nigga?" You know what I mean? He said, "Yo, it's my record." I said, "Word." I said, "You want to perform it downstairs?" Because we had a teacher by the name of Mr. Gilchrist, and he was in automotive class. Mm. So nobody go to automotive because you get dirty, greasy. So Mr. Gilchrist, he didn't care who cut. He didn't give nothing. He'd let you in his class. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I let L come down there. I ran the class. I said, "Yo, come on." And then Cuckaretta came from the back, DJ equipment, and then L did I Need a Beat. I was like, oh, it was hot. Then I was looking for him next day in school. He ain't come back to school.
Damn.
You know what I mean? So I found him weeks later around the way. I said, "Yo, why ain't come to school?" He said he made $5,000 that weekend and put in his top drawer and just stared at it for like a week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Off of music, off of record.
Off a record.
Wow.
So did you know, obviously going to high school with LL, that he would be the icon that he is today in hip-hop?
No.
Damn.
Mm-mm. No, because when you got guys like Run DMC, them guys.
Yeah.
But LL hold his own for so many years by himself without a team. And he ain't trying to join nobody else's fan club. He didn't run with dudes. He was by himself.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
How did it hit you when you went to prison during that time? Because you're running with Run DMC, LL, you're in the game, you see the highest of the highs. You're still in the streets though, and still doing your thing, and then you hit rock bottom. I don't know if that was your rock bottom, but you had a pretty fucking low point at that point. Talk about that. How did that affect you? Sitting behind bars during those times.
Well, when I was I think it was out the game. No, that was before I was out the game, and just being in prison, watching these guys, perform, watching these guys' records and listen to their records, and hearing everybody talking about them, and knowing I'm there with them. I was there with them. You know what I'm saying? It hurts. Mm. It hurts, and just to see young dudes just go crazy over nothing. And like, yo, dog, when you sit in that cell, it's gonna be over for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm telling you, come back, people gonna really they give you something little blah blah blah, but that record ain't hot. You out of here. Mm.
Definitely. Let's talk about before hip hop. If I'm not mistaken, you was Supreme. You knew Supreme. Talk about Supreme and his influence on your life as well.
I mean, he's a big influence to me. You know what I mean? Because I didn't have that father figure.
Okay.
So you know what I mean. So when a man come to my life and show me, how to be a man, because I was always a boy at that time. You know what I mean? And basketball was my love. You know what I mean? But he, showed me the ropes. You know what I mean? So when I met him, he told me to come to his crib. I went to his crib, sat in his Benz. I was like, oh shit, I'm getting one of these. I need this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? and then just watching TV with him, and him showing me the mistakes that why did he get killed. You know what I mean? It'd be a couple of us in the room, and you got to answer that question. Like, he got killed. No, it started from back then. That's why I always say to a person, my quote is, I listen to the whispers because I don't hear the screams later. You know what I mean? So I always pay attention to that when I was watching TV with him. When he taught me these jewels, how to move, how to do this, how to do that. You know what I mean?
Y'all will always fly. I remember watching the videos and looking at stuff and pictures back in the day. Y'all had the fly ass suits and the colors and the shit and everything was fresh to death. Talk about the importance of just looking like a boss. I don't want to say it was close to like the mob, but y'all was fly. Y'all was. It wasn't no streetwear. It wasn't no. Nah, y'all had to be fresh to fucking death.
Yeah.
Talk about the importance of that. Where y'all got that
I
from?
mean, that should come from the older gentlemen. Like Pop Freeman, with the fedora hats or Run DMC got, they look from. So if you pay attention to the older generation, they always was fly.
Yeah.
But they were suited.
Yeah.
Suited fly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We sometimes suited, but casual fly. Like casual, like we go to the store, you gotta buy from head to toe. You can't just buy one thing. You buying everything for the whole wear. You know what I mean? You say, who wore this? Who got this? Nobody got that yet. All right, we want all colors.
Right.
We want all colors, and you ain't getting, nobody went.
Right. Nobody got that shit with me.
You know what I mean? So throughout the team, I was known to dress. You know what I'm saying? Like, I watched Preem, I watched how he dressed. I watched my man Green on Bone, I watched how he dressed. You know what I mean? Dudes had style. Dudes older than me. You know what I mean? They had style. But I made it my way, put it in me, made myself better than all of them because, I grew up with nothing.
Right.
So once I got a chance to get clothes,
Right.
I know what to do.
Right. Right.
Kingdom Supreme McGriff. How's he holding up right now? Do you think he had a fair shake? It was been years now. Obviously, he's been convicted. Do you think he had a fair shake in the federal system?
No, he didn't get a fair shake.
Okay.
He didn't get a fair shake. You know what I'm saying? And one thing we always, hope and pray and wish for is a fair share.
Yeah.
If I come in front of y'all, give me my fair share. If y'all gonna beat me outright, beat me outright.
Right.
But just don't stack the deck on me where y'all know I can't win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna say a person's guilty or innocent, whatever, but he didn't have a fair chance.
Right. How's he holding up now?
I mean, we don't speak now.
Oh no. Okay.
No, we don't speak. You know what I mean? But
Okay.
one of my brothers that do speak to him every day, me and him talk.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
He's like, yo, he mad at you.
Right.
As kids, you know what I'm saying, you have one life and then you grow and you become a man and become wise within your years as a man and things change. You evolve past certain people.
That's right.
And the ones that get to stay along are those the ones that, those are the jewels. But eventually some of them friends, they really start decreasing, but people can't understand that. Some people can't understand that growth. Is that kind of the situation that happened with you and Preem, or was it something deeper than
That's
that?
a fact.
Okay.
Me, Russell Simmons, LL Cool J, right? We go to Rikers Island. And my man Soul B. We go to Rikers Island, right? And we talking to the youth. And one of my things I said to the youth was, you got to change your friends. Because if you don't change your friends, it's going to be a way where you're going to be stuck.
Yeah.
And his fault is going to lead to your demise because he's going to do something that you don't have control of, and it's going to cost you because you got to hold him down. It's your man.
Word.
So if you take yourself out of the equation and get new friends, LL Cool J, Russell Simmons, guys like that, their mind is somewhere totally different. Their mind is on winning and owning the universe.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where I want to be at. And doing the right thing in the right way. So somebody younger than me can see me and say, yo, be like, Bam, man, I'm gonna do, what he did. You know what I mean? Because we was like, it's not like we was like supposed to be in poverty. It was bred that way for the parent to take care of us.
Mm-hmm.
So we all could be in the prison system. The 80s, we all supposed to be dead.
Right.
Supposed to be wiped out.
Mm-hmm.
Supposed to wiped us out. You know what I mean? Some of us escaped, with our lives. Some escaped fucked up with ailments and, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Through the grace of God, I'm healthy, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And, I just never followed the crowd.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? I never followed the crowd.
Were you a 5%er as well?
No, that's crazy. What's crazy about that?
Right.
Throughout my show, I'll go deep into that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, you got guys, you got Supreme, you got Prince, you got Green Up Born, Just, Baby Wise, Puerto Rican Righteous, God B, Born, Bimmy. You know what I mean? These guys is all 5%ers.
Right.
I was a Christian at that time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I knew the language.
Got you.
You know, I knew the language. You know, King, I love love. You righteous?
No, I know
You
a
know
little
what
bit
that mean?
about that. I know a little bit about it. Yeah.
King, I love love. What that mean?
I don't know what that means.
Abbreviate every letter.
King, I love love.
Kill.
Oh yeah.
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 Guard you now.
Okay.
Gun.
Oh, okay. I got you.
She's
So
up
that's
power,
the language. I
police.
got you.
So I knew
Okay.
all the what I needed to know.
Oh, I got you.
You know what I mean? That's what I survived on that. You know,
Yeah.
my man Just, God bless his dead. Just used to tease me. Like, what's today's degree, God? I didn't
Right.
know it.
Right.
You know what I mean? All being born and all. You know what I mean? I didn't know the degrees, but I knew that shit. What I needed to know.
So this hanging around him, I guess you
I
picked up.
Picked up. Plus, Just was teaching me. You know what I mean? Just, hey, that's my brother. God bless him. He was teaching me.
Right. Did you do you know Murder Inc., Ja Rule and Irv and Lorenzo and all them? And do you remember when they was pretty much picked up, you know, for allegedly money laundering for Supreme, like 01, 02, I think it was.
Yeah, I knew them.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I know.
Okay.
I was at
Right.
Def Jam at the time.
So how do you feel about that? Them being picked up? How was the atmosphere back then?
I mean, I don't like speaking on them dudes, but that,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? I don't like speaking on them dudes, but
Okay.
you know what I mean? When you playing mud, you know what's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You gotta be real with it. You know what I mean? I don't.
Yeah. No doubt.
You know what I mean? It's like I can go deep with it,
Yeah.
but I don't. You know what I mean? It's just like I'm more like a believer. Like, you know, like I like talking about stuff that the world don't really know, like that that they think is true.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? These guys out here, and I was saying them guys, but you know, you got a lot of guys that put that out there like they this, they that, and it don't be that.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? It don't never be that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and rebuttal like, yo,
Right.
oh, come on, man.
Understood.
It's not a rap group, nigga. We in a group. We ain't gonna keep going back and forth with the dumb shit. Like, come on, man. You know, people know what it is.
To kind of talk on that and extend on that a little bit without getting too deep, we had a lot of people on here. One in particular was Faison Love. Salute to the bro Faison Love, man. And he was talking about Dave East, and he was calling him a fake Crip and all that. A lot of people got a laugh out of it, but then it kind of made you think, as far as hip hop is concerned now, how much of it is real and how much of it is fake, and if a lot of it now is fake, when did it become fake?
I mean, I don't think it's fake. I think it's just people who they are. You know what I mean? We put them on that pedestal. We make them something that they not. You know what I'm saying? We've been in this world long enough to know, like, he's not this guy. Like, for instance, 6ix9ine, right? We knew he's gonna either die or he's going to jail.
Yeah.
We niggas, you can see that so far. Like, this dude ain't that dude.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? He's, you know what I mean? And look what happened.
You know what? And you know the crazy part is we didn't mind him not being that dude until he started putting people under the jail.
Yeah.
Until shit started really getting left and he wasn't who he was trying to be and shit really got real in his game.
Yeah.
And people are losing their lives and kids are losing their daddies and shit. That's when you needed to stand on your toes and kind of honor up. And when he didn't, that's when a lot of people had a problem with him. Because the character in the shit show, I think a lot of people was like, oh, okay, I can live with this.
Yeah.
But then when it got real and he didn't, I think that's in our opinion.
But, you know, you can't expect any different results, man. The dude, he wasn't going to stand up. Dude said, nigga try to fuck my girl. Niggas do that all day in the streets.
All day, all day, every day.
Niggas do that in the streets all day.
All
So,
day.
come better than that. Tell me something different. Why?
Yeah.
Oh, niggas try to kill me. Okay. Niggas try to kill me. Niggas put hits on my life. All right. What we talking about? Why did you do that?
You don't got no reason.
You don't have no reason.
No.
You have no reason to do it.
No reason.
Come on, especially when you put hits on niggas' lives.
Exactly.
I got this pack on him. You know, all right, now when the pack come on you, nigga, back up and do what you got to do.
That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you can take it or dish it, just be ready. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Everybody put that shoe on, man. My man told me one day he raided his crib and people was outside laughing because the police on his crib took his father out, everybody. And he said to me, he said, "Yo, when the shoes on their foot, we see who be laughing." And the shoe came on one of our guys' foot, and I was like, you know what I mean? The karma, the universe is crazy.
Yeah.
That's real. Let's talk about your nephew, man, Waka. People don't know, you're his uncle.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about, his upbringing in hip hop, and were you ever, in management or anything with him, or did you see how do you see his upbringing?
I mean, Waka's self-taught. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Waka's self-taught, and I helped him along the way. And I used to be in the studio. Him and my sister would come by, and they'll spend the night there with me sometimes, and just be there. But I never knew he was gonna be an artist. Right. I knew my sister was gonna be a manager. You know what I'm saying? But she was there. She had a little artist, but my sister was there all the time. Waka was there all the time. And then he came home from tour. I think it was the Drake tour.
Okay.
Yeah, he came with the Drake tour, and he called me. He said, "Yo, I want you to manage me. I'm gonna get the papers." I said, "You don't need no papers, nigga. I'm your uncle, nigga. We don't need no papers."
Right.
You know what I mean? It's real. You know what I mean? So the first run we took was in Canada.
Okay.
So we went to Canada. We did the whole Vancouver, Montreal, Edmonton. We went so many places though in Canada. It was nice.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Give us a crazy, I don't want to say crazy, but a hip hop story somebody may not know. Like I said, I grew up hearing some of these names but never really known anything. We watched Hip Hop Uncovered and heard the story of the No Fly Zone with Trick. Shout out to Trick.
Shout out Trick.
You know what I'm saying? Big U's story. We heard Haitian Jack and Tupac. We ain't really hear. I don't know if there was any like real drama outside of, you know what I mean, what you went through with the snitch and all that. But just talk about a hip hop story that somebody may not know.
Hip hop story?
Yeah, that you had somebody made that you can talk about. We ain't trying to blab you right now.
That's why I like you guys. Man. Damn. Yo, so many stories, dog. I don't know what story to start with, what story to tell y'all. Like, I gotta be in that, like.
Give me something that like maybe like this was like I don't want to say career defining moment.
Okay.
But like, you know what I mean?
See, that's what I'm at the point. One of them was when I left Def Jam. You know what I mean? People ain't know why I left. People don't know what happened, whatever. But it's not no loyalty. It wasn't. The loyalty went out the window. You know what I mean? When we striving and fighting and clawing to make artists big and all that, we was all at one table, meetings, it was all good. Then once that paper started coming out and the label got bigger and bigger, you know what I mean? People start talking about you behind your back to the artists. They want to get you out of here. You know what I mean? And that was one of my things where they want to get me out of here because they see how all the artists is rocking with me. You know what I'm saying? So, me, street, still to this day, they didn't know my street history. None of them knew it. You feel me? Because I didn't come in there like that. I came in, they think I'm Russell Simmons' friend, and Russell Simmons hired me. You know what I mean? But they didn't know my history with the streets. You know what I'm saying? So, get off subject. Me, Cosmic Cav called me 2 days ago.
Power 99, shout out to Cosmic Cav.
Yeah, Cosmic, that's my boy. I know Cosmic for years from the Def Jam days, all that. And Kev said to me, he called me, he said, "Yo, nigga, I didn't know that was you, man. You was in the street. I thought you just said regular A&R."
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, bro. But I couldn't come in there because I watch. And like I said, I'm a good follower. And I watch dudes make them mistakes come in the game and try to come in like and put fear in the guys. That never works. Then I lock that door, man. Yo, he ain't getting in here. It's over. You done seen it 1,000 times. You know what I mean? So I never try to come in the game like that. You know what I mean? Plus, Russell said to me, gave me rules. He said, "Listen, if I find out you out in the street with them boys, I'm going to fire you." And I said, "Russell, you ain't got to worry about that.
Wow.
I ain't fucking with nobody." You know what I mean? But, damn, yeah.
So who was trying to get you out? You said they were trying to get me out. Who at Def Jam was trying to get you out of there?
I want to say no names.
All right, say less. No, say less.
I want to say no names. But, yo, dog, I come from out of the streets, bro. I got platinum albums, #1 albums. Number one, niggas, they supposed to be back alive. You know what I mean? Like, how the fuck y'all not saying the right things to me?
Right.
I mean, the pay got higher, but nah, fuck that pay, man. Give me more power. You know what I mean? They let me sign 2 artists. Then once I signed 2 artists, it was really like, you know, you gotta work with our artists. Forget your artists who you sign. So now these guys is disgruntled, like, yo, Bimmy fucking with us. He signed us over here on the label. We ain't, you know what I mean? But I gotta deal with these artists who's keeping the lights on.
Right.
So I was gonna catch 22. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
What do you feel like the demise of Def Jam? Why the demise of Def Jam happened? Obviously, it's still around, you know, but it kind of fell off from where it used to be with all that talent. What do you think happened with that? In your opinion?
That's an ill question. I don't know who I was talking about this the other day. And as a matter of fact, I said something to Leo about it. You know, God bless his dad, Ronnie Ray. We was at his bedside before he died. And that's why I say Leo is a different dude. You know what I mean? He stayed at his bedside every day until he passed away. So it's difference in people don't know about what dudes do. You know what I mean? I didn't see no homeboys, none of that boy's bedside, but I seen Leo Cohen there every day. So that's different. That's why I say when people see difference. Now, what was your question again?
I was asking, what do you think?
Okay, I got you.
Yeah,
I
got you.
Like I said, Leo. We back to Leo.
Yeah.
The demise came from when they exited out all A&Rs. You know what I'm saying? Because all A&Rs was the streets. We was the bridge. You feel me? So once you got rid of the bridge, now you gotta get the cash monies, the Rockefellers, the Murding. You gotta deal with them guys now on their terms, with their artists. So when you had us, we signed them to Def Jam. We didn't sign them to a subsidiary label.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's like me, for instance. Every album I've done, I'm a exec producer of it. And I'm to Leo and I said, yo, the shit did platinum.
Right.
I should get a check. That's a deal of center point.
Okay.
That shit got to do a diamond.
Wow.
That's 10 million.
10 million.
Yeah.
Before you know what I mean? So I'm like, these niggas tripped me out the bag.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But, you know, back to that point is that, you know, the A&Rs were kept the artists in the building because we run into the artists. You know what I mean? Like I said, I had 2 artists signed over it.
Right.
And they had to be nice because they let me sign them. They loved them. You know what I'm saying? So if you got guys in this house, in this room, and he's our guys in the streets, he's bringing everybody to us. Okay, now let's get rid of him. He's, you know. So now, this guy here, he's bringing his groups. We got to go on what he say.
That's right.
That's what Dan will be able to say to Kevin, and y'all quarter waters, y'all this, y'all that, because that's Jay's his artist. So now, if you had an A&R that brought him there, you can't say all that shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Good point.
when you excluded the real A&Rs, it fucked the game up.
Man.
It fucked the game up or Def Jam? You think it fucked the game up in general?
It fucked the game up in general, like the whole game. And it really took Def Jam under.
Yeah.
Because we was there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was going to check for them. So if I bring an artist in, that's their artist. Because I can't do too much. So I'm getting paid from them.
Right.
You know what I mean? So when you get rid of us, you got rid of your building.
Talk about how the A&R, the lack of the A&R now is affecting the artists, because on the good side is artists can put out music anytime they want. They can distribute how they want, market it how they want, and that's great. They got the power. But on the bad side is they have that lack of artist development that used to be so crucial and important back in the days where artists used to be. I don't want to say dope because you had your corny artists back then too, but it's not so much of an influx of fucking corny ass artists. Do we need an A&R still? Is the A&R still important?
Of course, because you know. When we like for instance, I'm saying myself, right? I'm in the studio. My mind is so other places, and I've been so many places, and I've been in so many studios, I've been in so many records, I've been in the street. Everything you want to talk about, me and you can sit down and talk about it. We can put it on pen and pad, and we can talk about it, and we can make it make sense, make it timeless.
Right.
Because you got me telling you everything from from the 80s. And then I got you telling me things you know right now. And we're going to shape that up and make that right. They don't have that. I'm just giving you what I want to give you. What I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's going on today.
Mm-hmm.
These guys is not being shaped and molded. If they had a person to shape and mold them, they'll be around forever. Because these guys today, they lyrically, they nice. They ain't trash.
Right. No, they're not.
They nice. You know, the youth is nice, but they've been so down with these guys that, you know, A&Rs don't know what they fucking doing.
Mm-hmm.
They sit in the studio jesting these dudes like, oh, yo, that was hot. Yo. You know what I mean? I'm sitting up like, I'm listening to how you tack that word, what you're saying, what's that topic, what's that hook, if it's long, if it's short enough, how long is the record, you know what I mean? I'm going with everything. I'm going to a vocal tone and do a match that beat. I'm just critiquing everything. I'm just, you know what I mean? These guys today pull a beat up, go, nigga, go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's it. Bring another beat up, go. You can't make no record that fast.
You're giving a bunch of rough drafts.
Yeah, you can't make no record that fast. I don't care who you are.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've been to with Gucci. He'll make 5 records. He'll make 5 records in one night. 5. Fuck, you make 5. Nigga, you might make an album in 2 days.
Right. You said Gucci was doing that?
Yeah. I mean, I'm just being real. Like, how you make 5 records? It can't be done, man. I don't care what these dudes say. It ain't gonna be timeless music.
Mm-hmm.
You can throw records on right now that's timeless.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? You got dudes, they made a record in hours, or y'all made an hour, 2 hours. Oh, bet they ain't playing that record no more. Going to the club, it ain't gonna rock.
Mm-hmm.
Bet you.
That's a good point. How do you feel about the state of hip hop right now? Where, you know, obviously, like, you know, your 80s, your 90s, 2000, early 2000s to now. How you like the evolution of hip hop? You think it's a good thing or a bad thing? The way people are rapping now.
You said rapping, or I mean,
Like this new style, the new, you know, swag.
I love the new style because
Okay.
you know, music is not gonna ever stay the same. You know, it's not gonna stay the same. And I love the music because you got melodies with it now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You got different type of flows, but then you got guys that sound the same.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I know back then you ain't gonna sound like me.
That's the second time we heard that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ain't gonna. They not having that.
Right. Yeah.
Niggas run up on you all type of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's just not happening. I mean, you gotta be an artist. You gotta be creative. Like you be home thinking about different things to do to bring to the world and see what they like it or not.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? So it's just different.
Kind of transition a little bit. I'm sitting there looking right above you, and we got Jam Master Jay sitting there, and I know that was your man.
Good question.
Where were you where were you when he passed away, and how did that affect you?
Man, I was upstate.
Okay.
I was visiting my nephew, KK. And I was upstate. I was driving down. I'll never forget this. I was driving. I had somebody with me, and we was driving. And I got my phone ringed, and I answered it. And they said, "Yo, Jay just got shot." I said, "Jay just got shot." Yeah, all right, we got shot at. He said, "We don't know. You know, they in the building with him." Boom. So I said, "Where at?" He's on the Ave. I said, "I'm on my way right now. I'm on 87 throughway. Jetting. It started drizzling. I said, he dead.
Damn.
I said, he dead. I just started crying. I was like, and I knew he was dead. Because, you know, growing up where I grew up at, you know what I mean, it always rained when somebody died. And I was told it's to wipe away all these sins. You know what I mean? So I said, Jay dead. So I went out there, and I got there on time. And a bunch of rappers, everybody was outside. Everybody. I pulled over, I got my car. And I stood there, I seen Leo, I seen Russell, I seen everybody out there. And I watched him bring him out in that sheet. You know what I mean? And I went to his crib. After that, I went to his crib in Hollis. I rode to his sister's house where Jay lived, whatever. I went over there and I sat on the steps. You know, when the crowd, I just want to go in the crib and just smell it, just, you know what I mean? Because, you know, we was on tour. We was together. We stayed. Me and him, Hurricane was like in DMC. We was like brothers, like, you know what I mean? And I seen him, and it just sat on the steps, man, his crib. Just It was just a fucked up situation, though.
How influential was he for Queens and in hip hop? Because he passed away. A lot of people may not know his story, but he was the man to go to for a long time
Yeah.
out there and very influential in a lot of our favorite rappers' careers now. How important was he to hip hop?
Very important. Because Jay signed a lot of Queens artists.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't just, he was signing a lot of Queens artists. He was, he knew his shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I should challenge. He challenged me. I challenged him, with the music thing, whatever. But he's that dude.
Right.
You know what I mean? I learned a lot from Jay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He's very influential in Queens. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna just say the world. I mean, like in Hollis.
Yeah.
If you ain't had nothing, he giving it to you. You was on the road, he taking you on the road. You can have no money. He's taking you. And that's what I'm talking about, our greats dying like that. You know what I mean? And he was a great.
Yeah.
Not self-titled. The people gave him that name.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think about maybe a few months ago, a suspect or two was picked up for his murder. How do you feel about that? Maybe finally getting some closure to the whole situation.
Well, the younger guy, I've been around him.
Okay.
Throughout the years. You know
Okay.
what I mean? His brother is like my nephew. Like.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I've been around him. You know what I mean? Those Big D sons, you know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
I've been around them.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I still don't, you know what I mean? I don't, because these people, they will put something on you, man, and make the world crucify you.
Yeah.
And make the world say, yeah, you did it. You know what I mean? I don't really know.
Right.
You know what I mean? Especially coming from prison, I know how the game go. People will say you snitch, you this, you that, and you know what I mean? Just to take your whole jacket off because you fly and you that nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They say he killed, he killed this guy, and you don't know.
Right.
We don't know. It's just wait, and that's what these people do to us, man. They make us double down on each other and make us fuck each other up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sit back. Yeah.
And sit back and watch us, kill each other. Like put a little room out there, do this, do that, and it's over. You know what I mean? It's over.
It hurts to see Jam Master Jay, Nipsey Hussle, so influential in hip hop during their time and during a very crucial time and getting taken away in the places that they're given to the most. That shit hurts, and it seems like that only happens in hip hop. What can we do to kind of stop that, man? Because those are blows that are hard to come back from if we ever can come back from.
Yeah.
Those
But
times.
see, most guys today in this era, they entitled. They think yours is theirs. Like if I'm taking care of you for so long, bring something to the table.
Yeah.
Bring something to the table and let's eat for real. I done showed you the table. I done put you to the table. Now go out and get something. So dudes don't want to go out and get nothing. They can fuck that. I'm gonna take this nigga out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill this nigga. You know what I mean? And that's what it be all about.
Crazy.
Definitely. Let's talk about. I heard you talking about him a few times. 50. Now you kind of like. I'm not gonna say both sides of the fence, but both sides of like the fractions, like as far as the Supreme team and then Jam Master Jay and that whole situation. Talk about 50 Cent and your relationship with 50 Cent.
Like a little bro, man. It's like one thing I've never been. It was a snake.
Right.
You know what I mean, I've never been a snake. I've never been a two-faced dude with wear a false face.
Right.
And looking at me and I'm, you know what I mean? Like you don't know what you're getting. No, you gonna know what you get every time you see me. Every time you see me, you know what you're getting. And I watched this kid. I ain't calling him he's a man. But I watched 50 grow up. I watched him become the street dude into the music game. Just like myself, from the streets to the music. So 50, Praying knew me when I was a kid.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So he watched me come from a kid to a boy to a man when he's in prison.
Gotcha.
You understand what I'm saying? So I became a man when he was away.
Yeah.
Now, this guy, 50, he's running with us. You know what I mean? When I say us, I mean Just. That's Just right here. Man. That was Just, man. Just took care of him. Just is my brother. Like, my crib, when I buy, he lived with me, I live with him. Like, me and him, we buy together. That's my, and that's his man. Like this.
Okay.
So, I'm not supposed to turn my back on my man's man. You got a problem with him, I'm going to try to dead it. I'm going to try to dead it. Like, yo, homie, this is this. And dead that. You don't listen to me. What I'm supposed to do? I ain't fucking with you no more. Fuck you. That's not how I go.
Did you ever try to get in between the 50 and Supreme thing at all? Or did you just kind of sit back and say, you know what?
I said something to both of them.
Yeah. Okay.
I said, well, after 50 got hit, he was in the Sony studio. I'll never forget it. I seen him, and Preenham was down the block. And I told him, I said, yo, bro, do your music. I said, don't interfere with these niggas, man.
Mm-hmm.
Do your music. And he listened. And when him got back together, he said it to me. He remember I said that to him. You know what I mean? Because you from my town, bro. I don't want to see nothing happen to you, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And we know he ain't a sucker.
Right. He's a
not,
boxer, right?
Yeah, he boxes.
Golden Glove. Yeah,
Golden Gloves. But he's not a sucker.
Right.
You know what I mean? But come on, anybody can take a loss, man. If something happens, you know what I mean? We all took losses. If you ain't take a loss, you ain't gonna know how to win.
Yeah.
What was Supreme? Was he? How do you feel about your relationship with 50 Cent? Was he?
I don't think he likes it.
You don't like it? Okay.
I don't think he likes it because he talked to my man and shit.
Mm-hmm.
He don't get into it though, you know what I mean? But I don't think he likes it. Would that have nothing to, you know what I mean? Like, you know how your mom should try to pick your friends and shit?
Yeah,
so you don't hang with this nigga?
Yeah.
But you always hung with him?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because he's more of a brother than your brother.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So you can't tell me nothing. You know what I mean? Like, that's what y'all chose to do. You know what I mean? My vision is different.
Right.
You know what I mean? My vision is different, yo. It's always been different. You know what I mean? I never did somebody if they ain't have it coming to them, or, you know what I mean? I don't used to do dumb shit. You know what I mean? So I got older and learned from Supreme. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you shouldn't abuse your power. You know what I mean? If you abuse your power, you should be stripped of your power. You know what I mean? And you never know, one day you're going to be spared. So learn how to spare people. So I was wondering why my man, you know, Fed didn't get spared. Like, what we talking about? It's allegedly. I don't know. You know, me personally, I don't know the details. You know what I mean? It's like the J thing with the guys they got. I don't know the details.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
You feel me?
I got you.
I don't know. All I know is he's from my hood. He's my hood, from my hood. And y'all are fighting whatever. That. How far it's going to go? Because it's going to put everybody in the middle.
I respect that.
Absolutely. Hip hop, man, it's always been a correlation with hip hop in the streets. It can't be one without the other. And I don't know if it's that we're older now and it kind of like we got kids and sons and shit. And we look at today's hip hop, it kind of worries us sitting from right here looking at it when we seeing kids die on throwing their address up on IG or getting gunned down right in front of us. Like, what do we do to kind of help hip hop right now correct some of the violence that we're watching right in front of us with the youth? Is this something that's just always going to continue to happen in evolution, or is it something that we got to get a grip of?
I mean, we definitely got to get a grip of it, but it's like the forefathers. When I say the forefathers, I mean the billionaires and the millionaires that's in the game. They got to do a round table, man. They got to do it, like how because they the influencers.
That's a fact.
How are we going to clean this up? Do we want to clean it up?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do we? That's the question. Do we want to clean it up? Because you want to clean it up, you can clean it up.
Yeah.
You definitely clean it up. You can look at it like, for instance, I'll take it just like this grassroots basketball. They came and took that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? There ain't no more coaches from the hood like you know, I got a player. He's with them already.
Right.
So they cleaned that up. It's over. Hip hop can be cleaned up the same exact way. See, at this round table with all the heads. When I say the heads, I ain't talking about no executives from them labels and none of that shit. I'm talking about the artists. I'm talking about the artists that made it out of this and made their money off hip hop. Come together and show the youth. Because they see y'all feud, they gonna feud.
Yeah.
But they feud gonna be different. They with this. They with the gunplay.
Yeah.
They with the gunplay. You know what I mean? So it's different. Nobody want to watch the youth kill each other, man. And I think about the little kid Snoop. What he doing with that older dude, man? That dude do that to you, man.
Yeah.
Like, who's with him? You know what I'm saying?
The same thing, man.
I think of King Von. Like your man, why you ain't grab him?
Yeah.
Grab him.
Right.
You be able to grab him, yo. No, send Blue Joe, Blue Bobby. Somebody will get him.
Yeah.
He'll go get him. You know what I mean? But I'm not saying go get him, but just so you'll be alive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You'll be alive. We gotta do better with that, though, bro. And a lot of stuff don't make no sense for us to be killing each other anyway.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Fight. We was talking about that on the way down here. Niggas used to fight.
Yeah.
Nigga whipped me out in White Castle. Whipped my ass. I'm being real.
Took a
I
L,
couldn't do nothing with this dude, man. Couldn't do nothing with him. Having at the table just stomping me out.
Damn.
Like I was getting jumped. It was just this nigga.
Yeah, I feel like that though.
I'm like, this nigga busts my. I'm looking up like this. Look, like break this shit up. Like niggas ain't breaking it up or nothing.
Damn.
Like they want to see me get started. I'm like, oh man, you know what I mean? But then I caught him. I seen him years later.
Right.
Now I'm head of the team. And I looked at him and smiled. What's up, man? Because I could have slaughtered them, but I ain't.
Right.
You know, my teaching was learn how to spare people.
Word.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I seen him. I was like, I said, what's up, man? You know what I mean? And we was good. I said, and that's what they need to do today. Do that today.
Yeah.
They can whip your ass, wear that black eye,
That's it.
shining armors, badge of honor, keep it moving.
I think people just can't take, the embarrassment. Like it might go up on the internet, then they can't take it. As opposed to back in the day, you took it on the chin. You might have got made fun of and stuff, but you lived to fight another day.
That's right.
But now people coming back with the guns, the knives. It's a shame, man.
It's crazy you said that because I got a saying for that.
Right.
He who run today lives to fight another day.
Yeah.
You know?
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying they run, but got that.
Yeah,
Fight
yeah.
I'm gonna catch you one more time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And most guys they don't live that life, man. You know what I mean? You're gonna either be in that penitentiary for 45 years, and you're gonna wish you ran away.
Did you see that Bosco Gonzo fight that was on with the Triller? With
Oh, I ain't see they fought.
Yeah. It was with the
You seen
the
it, right?
gloves up, guns down. Yeah, I saw it.
What happened?
Let me say this, man, because I've been training for a long time, and I respect anybody that can put the gloves on and go rounds, because that shit it's
Tiring.
taxing.
Yeah, it's tiring.
It's on another level of taxing. So they got in the ring, and obviously they amateurs, so they look like amateurs. They look winded. But they went there and they did their fucking thing, so I respect it. They called it a draw, as it should have been. I don't think anybody really legitimately won. It was comical to watch.
Ain't nobody get the best of nobody, no good hits or nothing.
It was some good hits. It was some
Okay.
good licks, but you could tell. I'm glad them brothers, because when you watched it and we had Gonzo on, they were really beefing. They were arguing and stuff, and that could have went to another situation. So to see them with the headgear on and to have an
What, they had
amateur,
headgear on?
they had they had the headgear on. They weren't trying to get hurt. It was funny because Snoop was
Fight.
like, give him one more minute. Give him one more minute. Gonzo spit his mouthpiece out like, I'm fucking done. You kidding me? 6 minutes, I'm done. I'm tired. They were tired. But salute to him.
That's crazy, man.
Salute
I
to
ain't
him.
see that fight.
Oh man, it was a
Who
Saturday.
else fought?
It was him. It was some other dude. It was some reggaeton dude that got in a fight with some old boxer over some girl that they fought. He got knocked the fuck out.
Damn.
It was some boxer against Frank Mir. Remember the old UFC fighter Frank Mir back
Yeah,
in the day?
yeah.
He fought. He lost in 5 rounds. It was some other fight. Then it was a Jake Paul Ben Askren fight.
Oh, he fought.
Jake Paul put him to sleep in a round.
Jay? That's the dude that knocked out Nate Robinson?
Yep.
He got knocked out?
No, he knocked dude out. UFC fighter.
Oh, somebody got to whip his ass, man.
You talking about the
He get
YouTuber Jake Paul?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
He's fighting dude, and I'm not putting nothing against him. Like I said, you get in the ring, you good. I respect you, but he ain't fighting no fighters now.
That's what I was saying.
He get a UFC fighter, but dude's a fucking Olympic wrestler.
He's a wrestler.
He grapple you, it's over.
Yeah, yeah.
But he ain't got nothing with his hands.
Hands, yeah.
He fights somebody
Hand
with his
skills
hands.
is different.
It's way different.
Way different. It's instincts. You that back blow.
Yeah.
I knew how to fight. I always know how to fight because when I was younger, I was told if you go to jail, they're gonna rape you because you're light skinned.
Yeah.
So it
fuck
stayed in
that.
my mind. I said
Yeah.
I gotta fight. Fuck
Word.
that. So I'm fighting grown men. I'm fighting. Once I got there, it was all good. Nigga, light skinned niggas it.
What was your main lesson you learned from, I forgot how much time you did, but what was your main lesson you learned in the penitentiary that you would say that you could take, carry with you?
Shit. This old timer told me one day. He said, because I have a lot of girls come see me. And
Okay.
he's like, young blood. He pulled me aside. He said, imagine you put that all in one woman.
Damn.
What she'll be. I was looked at him. I'm like, man, you know what you're talking about.
Word.
Man. You know what I mean? But I remember it was the month of Ramadan. This month. I was just right now. Like I was in prison and my man Jimmy, he had 25 years. I only had 3 to life.
Mm-hmm.
Other guy had 30, 40 years. But all the guys I dealt with had a lot of time.
Okay.
So you get downstate, they lock you in to be locked in. But them dudes was going out at night. So I'm like, where the fuck these niggas going? I'm locked in all day, 2-3 hours. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm on my cell like, yo, where y'all going?
Right.
Niggas is laughing and shit, leaving.
Right.
So I waited like the third day. I said, the police came out with the clipboard. Anybody going to Ramadan? I said, yeah, me. Yo, they opened the nigga's cell. Then they opened my cell. They looked at me. It's like, yeah, nigga. You know what I mean? Because they threw the cereal underneath my cell, the milk when they come back. Yo, so we was down there eating goat. We was down there eating everything.
Dang.
Then the daytime, we still was eating.
Okay.
So you're not supposed to eat.
Right.
So, right? So we were out in the tray. You supposed to have to, show the tray, nothing in the tray.
Right.
So, yo, the color Muslim brother seen us down there eating. Right? So, we get down, right? So we in the Italian circle. So I'm like this. So the imam said, he said, yo, what's your name, brother? Then he go around the circle. Raheem, Jaheem, niggas just saying names.
Right.
Bimmy, Jimmy. He said, bring that back around and get it, brother. He said, what's your name? I said, it's Bimmy. He said, you took your Shahada? I said, nah. He said, you ready to take your Shahada right now? I said, nah, 'cause I'm still doing wrong in jail. I'm doing bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So now next, security, they open me like this.
Dang.
They standing there. So I'm looking, I'm like, you know what I mean? So I got no shoes on. You know what I mean? I'm barefoot my boots over there where everybody boots at. So he said, yo, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Damn.
So I got up. And then dude said, you think he wrong? I said, he wrong. He gonna ask me to leave. You know what I mean? They got all through upstate. I had to beef with the Muslims. And,
Damn.
you know what I mean? But it taught me a lot though.
Right.
It taught me a lot.
We at with hip hop now. What's going on with Bimmy now? The Hip Hop Uncovered was an incredible series, like I said, because it introduced us and gave faces to the legends that we've seen. What did that do for Bimmy in your career right now?
I mean, it lit my fire, man. It's like my management, they got like 500 artists. And then they get artists every day talking about, you want to manage me? They want me to manage them and all type of stuff. So I was like, it's a void, man. I got to help them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I throw the cape on. And you know what I mean? So I just came back from VA, man. Man, they got some fire down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I got 2 out of that land. And they gave me so many presents, like the gifts they gave me. I was like, damn, what did I do?
Now, how did you find an artist? What did you do? Like a showcase down
I
there?
did showcase.
Okay, well.
Okay.
I did radio, podcasts, after parties, showcase, what else? Meet and greets. It was so crazy, man, down there. VA, and I told them, man, I said, yo, y'all know the untapped market. It's just stars here. Somebody need to come back for y'all and bring y'all back. You know what I mean? Because it ain't untapped. Y'all been rocking.
How was the turnout out there? Because you see the internet shit. They ain't mess it up or nothing.
Nah, hell no. It was good.
Yo.
I wasn't surprised. I was more surprised. You know what I mean about the turnout. The turnout was very man. When I did the in-store, girls come out with their babies, all type of stuff, yo. For real, it was crazy.
Oh.
It was crazy. I fuck with them people out there, man. And I'm doing everything I can do to get these people I'm dealing with down there signed. You know what I mean? If I don't sign them, I'm signing them. We're gonna push. We're gonna do what we gotta do.
Word. Indeed.
Let's talk about Deb, your sister Deb Auntie. I had that as one of my questions on there, man. Do you think she's underappreciated in the hip hop game? She's managed artists like Nicki Minaj, Gucci Mane, et cetera, et cetera. Do you think she's underappreciated in hip hop right now?
Of course she is. She surprised me. The things she have done. You know what I mean? And we don't glorify our black men or black women. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
And she's not a part of the in crowd. Never been. So they don't like that shit.
Yeah.
We can't control you, and my mother couldn't control her. So they ain't not gonna control her. You know what I mean? So, Deb is her own individual, yo. She's one man army, and whatever she says, she mean, and she mean what she says. She's never gonna submit to them.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I don't think they ever give her a just due. They're never gonna give it to her.
Me and my cousin had 2 aunts out in D.C., Aunt Trina and Aunt Esther. And they beauty, but gangster. Like, you could tell they were beautiful. They wore it, but they had a pistol in their bag, and they shoot your motherfucking ass if you pushed them to that point. Miss Deb kind of remind me of that. Like, alpha female, but still a female, and still elegant, and still wears it as a lady. Talk about her influence on you. How did she influence you being your sister and then seeing what she was doing?
Bro, she followed behind me with the music.
Okay, well, I didn't know that.
I influenced her. She said it. Like, I influenced her. Like, when you say influence me is her life as a woman, a female who never left her children.
Right.
You know what I mean? A woman that didn't depend on a man for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how she influenced me.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying? And she said it, like, I'm the first one in the family with the music.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I missed that. My fault. But I appreciate that perspective. That's
Yeah. I'm the first one. So it was more or less, she looked at me.
dope.
You know what I mean? But I look at, in life, I look at her. You know what I mean? Because she's a nice, warm woman.
Right.
Do you think Queens, and this might be a little tough question for you, but Queensboro,
Tough.
all right, produced the best artist in hip hop history out of New York?
How you gonna say tough? That's facts. Come on, man.
Easy.
That's a
you got
fact.
Brooklyn, the Bronx, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but I named artists. Nigga, talking about Queens?
Yeah, it's a lot.
You talking about a man. That's Russell Simmons who put you up in that skyscraper.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about a man who dominated the game. Russell Simmons. Where you from? From Hollis. You're from Queens.
Queens, yeah.
You know what I mean? You the biggest artists came from Queens.
Mm-hmm.
Now go to all the boroughs. Go to them other boroughs and say nothing against them. Those, that's my home. But go to them other boroughs and you match them against Queens. Just match them against Queens.
Was Russell Simmons the beginning of that? Because before that, we obviously heard the bridge is over and people got disrespected
Russell's
by that.
Russell's the beginning.
Beginning of okay.
Russell's the beginning. I know y'all saw Crush Groove.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Russell was the bridge. All that came after Molly Mall. They came after Russell.
Mm-hmm.
Russell was that dude. He had Shirley Eaton with him. All that. Russell's hip hop.
What do you think? How do you think he's going on with him right now? In a lot of black men in hip hop, I heard you say you don't want to get Bill Cosby. You named some other names, and we see what's going on out here currently. Tip and his wife is going through it.
Well,
I don't know if it's real or not. We don't know. We weren't there. But it seems like they go at us a little bit, and they use that angle to really tear up a name. So talk about that.
I mean, they gonna always have something for us to slaughter us. You know what I mean? And it's just bad, man. With Russell, man. Me and Big U talked about the Breakfast Club. We all got felonies. Mm-hmm. We're up in a prison. Russell never had a felon.
Mm-hmm.
He's accused, but he's not, investigating, all that type of stuff.
Right.
And they want to put him in the dock. Me and Russell filmed for like 30, 40 minutes together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that shit, like Big U said, he said, that right there would have took you further than you are now. Like, it would have took you. You know what I mean? And I believe what he said about that because Russell was in there giving the game up.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they took it away from me and took it away from Russell. They took it from the world. Because the world, with that doc, and Russell is the founder, to me, seeing that, him on there.
So you saying he took him out of it?
They took him out of it.
Because
Russell's
of that?
in it.
Because of that?
Because of that. They was like, they didn't want the Me Too movement to stop our shit and all that. Man, yo, man, that shit. I don't really care about none of them. I don't fuck y'all.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about none of y'all. You know what I mean? But and I'm talking about that movement because that's all it is to tear black men down.
That's what it seems like down there.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
To tear us up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It ain't for nobody else. As far as, let's be real, it's built for us.
Mm.
Everybody that went to jail for something they did 30 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's go back to these crimes they've been committing on us for 60, 50 years.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
All them niggas be in jail.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But we talking about what R. Kelly did or what Bill Cosby did or with who else? What T.I. did in his own room, in his crib with his wife. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
You think he committing crimes with his wife? No, he's not.
Right.
They just like a little freaky shit.
Ain't nobody's business but theirs.
Ain't nobody been with this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they turn in, they want us to slaughter them.
Yeah.
They want us to slaughter them.
That's exactly. As soon as the allegation comes out, everybody just
Black
start
people going in.
Yeah.
They know they got a bunch of fools.
Yeah.
They gonna go in there talking about put memes up and start
Yeah.
talking their bullshit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Which is fucked up because
Yeah.
I'm talking when I was growing up, that shit wouldn't happen. You run your mouth out, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. You sure? You
They
wanna say that?
got the protection because they think people can't find them.
Yeah.
They in the keyboard and whatnot.
People gonna run into you one day.
Oh yeah,
You better
yeah.
believe.
Yeah.
They don't run into you. You know what I mean? Better all that shit you was talking.
How did that change? How did the internet change your perspective on shit? Because obviously, I mean, we're blessed to have it. Because if it wasn't for the internet, wasn't for things like YouTube, we wouldn't be able to present our, perspective on hip hop and be where we at today. Thank God. But a lot of motherfuckers use it and abuse it. Use it and throw fake shit out there. How do you feel about that?
I mean, it's like prison. You know what I mean? Like I told my man, I said, yo, nigga, he ain't never had that. He ain't had shit. Where's pictures at? The same shit. Yeah. It's prison. Like, these niggas come out, I'm this, I'm that, I got this. You know what I mean? Niggas do the same shit in prison, dog. We've been seeing that. It just made them a wider scope. Yeah. And now niggas can be able to download shit, who they are and what they done and all that. And like, dog, I like it. Like, just watching you front and do your little bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I like it. I'm like, that nigga's bold. He is crazy. Because he gonna have to show. He gonna have to show one day who he is. Because he put out in the universe. So he gonna have to show. You better be real with that.
Any spinoffs coming that you know of from Hip Hop Uncovered?
They're doing 2. They're working on 2.
Oh, yeah? Dope.
Because Malcolm Spellman is working on that Marvel show. So
okay.
They're working on Hip Hop 2. And then my sister called me about a week ago. Another network if they don't fuck with it, we fucking with it.
Okay.
Were there anybody else that were not audition, but up to be on there? Because I could think of a few other names that were undercover in the scene, but really prominent. Big Meech, Jay Prince, things like that.
It's funny you said that. Jay Prince was supposed to be part of it.
Word.
But he told them he's working on his own documentary.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying? But it came out. I didn't see it. I don't know if y'all seen it.
They didn't even know about it.
Yeah, but he said he's working on his own documentary. I wish he was on there.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? I wish he definitely was on there.
Yeah,
I respect, his hood, his handle, and what he do, what he brought to the culture. You know what I mean? So I wish he was really on there.
Absolutely.
But he told them that he's working on his own doc. So.
Word. We definitely appreciate your time, and that's all the questions we got for you, man, on the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. I don't even know how long we've been on. This is the first time I actually did an interview without my fucking computer sitting here, and I like it because I can sit here and actually
I know.
rap and talk.
Yeah.
Brothers, you know what I mean?
This is crazy because, like I said, I sit here and watch you guys, man. You know what I mean? And y'all doing your thing.
Appreciate it.
And y'all one of the podcasters that keep it real. Like, you know what I mean? You go to other podcasters, you just don't feel that energy. Like, you don't feel like when I left Virginia, that podcast was real. They was who they are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When you got guys on here, they come and just don't be who they are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't be real.
We see it. We definitely see it.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
It's just crazy. You got guys on here that they tell you I kill.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't want to hear that, man. Nobody want to go on the show.
Right.
And I want to fuck with you. Because niggas moving away from that.
Yeah, I want that energy around me. Yeah,
nah.
Right.
Yo, they building these prisons for you niggas like you.
Yeah.
Chill out, man.
Slow for that shit.
Enjoy your money.
Exactly.
That's it.
We definitely appreciate your time. We appreciate you coming down here from the bottom of our hearts, man. We down here in the woods, man. If you come down here and travel down here and to come spend some time with us, brother, sincerely, man, we appreciate you, man.
Chicken wings good, man.
Hey, man, enjoy some more, man.
I can't eat no more. I ate some chicken last week. I'm going to fly out this bitch.
Hey, yo, and I'm still vegan. I ain't eating none of them chicken wings. I know Sam.
Them shit's as good as hell, bro.
Yo, them shit's good. Shit, you better get you one.
Man, I ain't had wings in a while, bro. I'm good. Y'all enjoy it, man.
Yeah.
Bimmy on the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast, bro. Salute. Appreciate you.
Let me get one shout out real quick to somebody. Let me pull it up real quick.
Oh, you got shout outs, man, in the building.
I want to give a shout out to the Track with Gold podcast. The Track with Gold podcast. Make sure you guys go check it out. I'll leave the link in the description. We got Bimmy in the building of the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast.
Cookie in the building.
Yeah. Over.
Cookie in the building.
Peace.
Peace.
Bimmy and Mac.